We finished with pointing to the trousers with the saber, as I'm showing here, and then we move into Chop the Tiger, which is relatively simple, but some differences to point out. So we do the up block like in picking a star on the left, but then we chop towards the corner. That's the difference. So blocking, defending upwards, stepping in as we raise the left hand, cut, jump forward, and stab. So some details. You go from one corner to the next. So this is a 90-degree turn as you go into a back stance and defend with your left hand at the same time. This is like in parry and punch in the hand form. Now, contrast that with, let's say, the short form, which is up to anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes of practice, which you can do it at a very slow pace in high stances if you want to. That means that it's not as physically demanding as other aspects of our training, like for instance the saber form, which will take also several minutes to complete, but has a lot of low stances, jumping movements, and so on. So it's again also quite an intense workout if you do it the way it's supposed to be done. That said, there is a path to practice Tai Chi Chuan throughout your entire life, providing you do not have some medical complications or issues that will prevent it. That is something that would apply to any art or any physical activity that you engage in. So let's leave that aside. So providing you have a normal functioning body, you're healthy, and even if you aren't, you have limitations like I do. I have advanced arthritis in my knees and ankles, so I am limited in what I can do. However, as you have seen from the many videos that I've made, that doesn't stop me from practicing. It does mean that I have to make adaptations. This is what we always strive to do anyway. The whole purpose of understanding Tai Chi Chuan is understanding change and having the ability to change, depending on circumstances. In a pure
if you watch the shoulders, if you watch the shoulders, and then it boils down to anatomy. The way my shoulder is right here is in a stable position. If I do this here, it's no longer in a stable position. Because it is an inherently unstable joint to begin with. It's a ball and socket joint, so it's meant to rotate, and it's all the muscles around it keep it in place, especially the rotator cuff. If you pull it up like this, those muscles can't do a good job. Shoulder blade's going to move as well, so your shoulder blade needs to be able to stick against the back of the ribs. So all that stuff is kind of compromised as soon as we hunch our shoulders, even just a little bit. This needs to be relaxed. So when we do this kind of movement here and do a lifting movement, instinctively, many people, at first especially, you want to shrug everything upwards and use your trapezius, which is one of the strongest muscles in the body. You use that one to lift everything up, right? We shouldn't. We want to keep it relaxed. So even when we raise our hands, no matter what, if it's off to the side, if it's like this, if it's like this, we never want to do this here. This is a key thing because, again, same thing, irradiation. So everything tenses up, right? Your neck is going to tense up along with it. We want to develop these body mechanics where you're always as relaxed as you can be, meaning there's no unnecessary tension. There will be muscular tension, otherwise you can't move, but you don't want more. You want to have just enough to do what you need to do. If it's the dynamic movement and it's going fast, like in the saber form, we have jumping that we sometimes do. Okay, that needs to be more attention. But like here, you're just rising out of it. You're opening up your arms. There's no need to shrug this or to pull it like this. So you want to avoid that. Easy to say, difficult to do. But that looked better. That looked better. Go again.